All right, welcome back to Slurpathon 2022. Up next is Splatoon 3 with Mileve. Before we get started, though, just wanted to say thank you to Susan Rudolph for the generous $25 donation, as well as announce the winner of the bid war for this run as the Octolings. So we're playing as an Octoling. And with that all said, take it away, Mileve.
Thank you so much, love. Hello, my name is Mileve, pronounced she, they. I'm going to be playing a very fantastic game here, something that came out not too long ago and has kind of become a very wild speedrunning game in the short duration that it's been alive. We've got Splatoon 3 here. Really excited to show off this game. And we're going to be starting that right away. We've got this old man staring at us. Mr. Cuttlefish, we're just, as a youth, you know, the very understandable thing you want to do when there's an old guy staring at you is you want to approach him. Time will start once I just go through here and pursue after him. So let me just get this set up. And here we go.
Were you running your own timer?
Yeah, I've got my timer set up.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, the clock is ticking. So we do get a beautiful scene of a reversed Eiffel Tower in the middle of the desert. And as the classical plot of Splatoon, as it usually tends to be, the Octarians, they have attacked again. Again. Yes.
For the first time, for the last time, for the first time?
Yeah. I will be mashing through the text, but there are pauses and things kind of built in. So there's only so much skipping I can do. If you have very quick eyes, you'll probably be able to read keywords and be like, this is what's going on in the plot. And you can see some really cute interactions because the dialogue is actually really nice. He just offered a job with 0 pay, and he's given us this banging suit. As the poll results were in, we are going to be an Octoling, very precious Octoling being. They deserve all the head pats, I love them very much. And we also have a small fry friend. There were too many options. I figured rather than trying to make another bid war to decide the hair, we're just going to pick one that is very nice and that I like. So we're just going to start things off. You might notice there is a bunch of fuzzy ooze here. Why it is here, it is a mystery to everybody. We're not going to think too much about it. We're just going to dive into this first level. Really get this game rolling. So, one of the first things to note, a lot of people might be familiar with you're a squid now, you're a kid now. That doesn't necessarily work here anymore, especially if the character I'm playing is an Octoling. Thank you, Dot! Because, I mean, I'm an octopus, not a squid, so I guess it's like you're a cephalopod now, you're a kid now, something like that. Anyway, so we've got our two forms, the Octoling form and the kid form, and we're shifting between one and the other. One is better for swimming and movement, and the other is lets you shoot your weapon. And there's a lot more that kind of goes into it. We'll see it all kind of come into play as we further in. We start off with a pretty basic gun, just a really good spread shot. And then one of the big new mechanics of at least this story mode is you notice that precious little bean that's following behind. He has the very coveted ability of having an infinite amount of hunger. So we're gonna take advantage of that by throwing him at the fuzzy ooze, and he's just gonna consume all of it.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's
Unfortunately, he does require food to get the energy to eat the other food, but you know, sometimes that's what you gotta do.
honestly same.
Yeah. Some food requires energy to eat, while other food you just eat.
True.
We'll see this game really open up in a little bit, but right now it is pretty straightforward, much like the classic Splatoon story modes. We're just kind of playing along. We've got a set rail of tracks that we're kind of going through. Straightforward levels where we do basic stuff like checkpoint skipping, or I can't remember what that's called, but yeah, we're just gonna skip the entire level here. I didn't actually feel like doing this one. It takes time. We're in a bit of a hurry. It's almost like we're in the middle of a charity marathon or something.
Almost.
I don't like these clear screens because it looks like the little yellow fella, they're called Zapfish. It looks like he's trying to run away and you just grab him, you're like, nope, you're not running away from me. You're mine. Yeah, Cuttlefish, he likes to talk a lot. He's a very cool dude. He's a little silly. I don't mind his words. He has nice words. Sometimes it can be a little wordy, but you know. Where is it? There it is. So there is an immediate trick here that's actually really interesting. I think you have to be on an older version to do this trick, so I can't do it. But if you position yourself right and you throw this right, your small fry can go straight through that box and just activate the thing behind it. Maybe you can do that. I can't do it, so we're not going to do that.
Fair enough.
We do have a nice other trick that we can do to skip some other stuff, as long as I am careful with my shots. Is that enough? No. I'm wanting to be super careful here because if we cover the button too much, then it becomes non-usable. But if we do that, now we got the key. And Cuttlefish even applauds us. I think he's supposed to applaud us for something else, but it feels nice that he applauds us for finding a loophole to the game's mechanics. He's like, wow!
You know what? Game recognizes game. He's just showing his love.
We'll just activate this one. And it's another clean run.
Ah. Nobody picnic.
Nope. Nope. Is it...
This has happened before.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, it's back.
We're back? Alright.
We're back. We're alive again. See?
Right.
No need for a picnic.
No need for a picnic, no need for a panic. He's just casually shooting at us, it's okay. So yeah, you can see, the question for this level was, fuzzy Octarians, can we stop them? Maybe not, but we can just kind of walk beside them. It's okay. Let them mind their business. They're fuzzy. They're enjoying their new dude. Except these ones. These ones we absolutely can, and Small Fry will eat one of them, and the rest we will just shoot. He's very hungry. He will eat anything that the game allows. Send Small Fry over there as a distraction because he does hold their attention and kind of allow them to start wandering around a little bit more, which hopefully should lead them to me. last one. We backstab him, and we're just gonna come up here, and we're about to another level. Very fantastic. Rescue, definitely rescue another Zapfish. It has been saved.
It looks deceptive. It doesn't look like it's being saved, but believe me, it's being saved, okay?
Definitely saved.
I don't mean like saved for dinner. I mean like saved.
Yeah, superhero saved. Like,
Exactly.
I pressed the throw button. So we're just gonna do that again, because it looks... Not only does it technically save time if you do it right the first time, but it's also funny watching the Inkling or Octoling fall to their death while the cutscene is happening, and then they're just okay. Narratively, respawning is a thing that is canonical, but, you know. But yeah, if anybody knows Splatoon, one of our favorite friends are here significantly early, like, he's just here. Look at him.
There he is.
We love him. One of the best villains ever. He's so cool. He's got some of the dopest, freshest music out there. You thought the music stuff was over. It is not over. We've got more music coming. We've got some sick Octobot King beats rolling in while we are going to be dunking on this, this radical friend.
Fantastic.
So, much like any time you may have fought this guy before, in the previous 2 games, he has become what he was. He throws his fist at you, rocket propelled, and you just kind of hit them back. He uses a lot of the similar mechanics to the previous iterations. He's got a couple of new tricks, we'll see them when we get there, but generally he's not that threatening. He's trying his hardest, but I have time to just build up speed. He's not doing so hot. Like, we got another super ready. I do not think your beats suck, Octavio. That is the one thing that's false. So we need to time this. And there we go. We managed to get our... We got Small Fry stuck in his vacuum. And we also managed to do some damage. That is a very tight window. Especially on a first fight, you're probably not going to be able to... Not only are you going to not be able to deal damage to that first attack, but you might even forget to interrupt it with vacuum. I'm just gonna do this again. Let's just get more damage in that we wouldn't have gotten otherwise. Wise use of supers. We love our supers here. And he is very distressed, as you can see, because of Small Fry. I don't know how Small Fry is plugging it up when it's so tall and Small Fry is so small, but you know. It's not a good vacuum.
Is this not built to suck up small fries?
No. He is going to try to slap us now. It is a cool mechanic the first couple of times you see it, but then you quickly just realize that you can just shoot it. You can just kind of do that. And it's very much a rinse and repeat from here. He doesn't have too many other tricks. These are all of his tricks. The only trick he has left is his dope tracks, which we get to just enjoy while we're beating him down. Gonna do a big spin, and we'll put that down, and there we go. That was Splatoon 3. We beat the game. Good job, everybody.
Way less than 2 hours.
Yeah, I had these huge clips, these massive skips. It was really good narrative.
Goodbye, DJ Octavio. We'll see you in the sequel.
Yeah, well, he's gone.
You won't be seen again.
And his wasabi sticks are gone too. Apparently, he wasn't the one that took the Zapfish, though, so I don't know what's going on. But, oh, hey, Fuzzy Ooze. Oh. And there goes the shoes. Shoes just... Falling causes shoes to be removed.
Just like in real life.
Look, we've got some friends. Look at them. Looking down at us being all edgy and cool. Who are they? Oh, okay, so we're... So I think we beat Splatoon 3. I think we're playing Splatoon 4 now.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Well, it's small
just
fry. He's waking
through.
us up.
Oh.
Maybe that was a dream. But here we go. We've got a new world. Oh, look. It is... Oh, okay. We're still on Splatoon 3. Thank you, game, for making sure we're aware. Also, I just realized both of the games that I'm running for this marathon are both snow-themed, and it is absolutely a winter wonderland in Alberta right now.
This is very true. This is very true.
So we're gonna see some more familiar faces from the previous iteration. So we are really having some fun seeing some old characters. We've got Agent 1, Agent 2, and the previous Agent 3, who is now the captain. Look how cool they are. So chill, relaxed. I love the animation here. Like, look at the little pose. Like, even the captain joins in the pose. It's so precious. But as usual, these three aren't recognized. They deserve more recognition. I like how there's a scar on the captain's tentacle as well. But yeah, so they welcome you in, talk about this world a little bit. It's called Alterna. There's a big rocket over there for some reason. It's probably not important. We won't think about it. And now we get to demonstrate the thing that I rushed to do this morning before my run, and that was develop maps. So I have a map for the map that I will be using to refer to so that I know where things that I'm looking for are, because aside from levels, you're gonna quickly realize that these maps are very much big, like, Easter egg hunts.
So the use of a map is required.
Yeah, like, imagine it, let's say, like, if you needed Korok seeds to be Breath of the Wild. Think of it like that.
Makes sense.
Like, you could do levels to gain Korok seeds, but there's also a lot of Korok seeds just in the field.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. We do have to do... This mission is absolutely mandatory, which is unfortunate because it is a It is probably one of the slower missions to do, and it's not very rewarding either. It's got cool music, though.
That's good.
It's a cool introduction. Great tutorial level. It splits things off into a few different directions. There's a few ways you could go about it. I'm going to go the way I've seen other people do it because I am not as experienced, but I'm still good. I'm still very good. See how cool I am. Bam. So good. Massive pro gamer.
Big gamer energy.
Can I make that throw? I would. I'm just going to do this. It's easier. I'll just shoot the cannon. There's a little puppy. I made a path for myself. See? Optimizations. Improvisation to optimization. That's
important.
Cool. You were gonna say something?
No. I was just remarking.
Yeah. So from here, like, we're just kind of generally using a few different movement techniques. You can climb up walls, you jump better when you're in squid form than in people form. And you get in to see stuff like the sponges. these rollers, those lines that we'll be climbing up a lot. And no more Zapfish. Now we have these big mechanisms that we're just gonna touch. And they lead to cool, completed missions. Get to know Alterna. It's our only choice right now. Kind of stuck here. Cool
Fair
overview
enough.
of the whole area, though.
All right. Oh, I did want to bring up a couple things donations-wise.
Of course, please do so.
The first one being that, as Chad is pointing out, the stream still says Beat Mania, which has become a tradition this marathon. Not changing the game for a little bit, just because the way we're set up isn't optimized for it.
You know, this can be like a Beat Mania.
Yeah, it's some kind of mania. It's more like an ink mania, but I mean, the spirit of the thing is the same.
Yeah.
We still have some upcoming bid wars for tonight. Specifically, the costume choice for Resident Evil 2, which is our next run. So make sure you're getting donations for that. We're also opening up donations for one of our first streams tomorrow, the Pokemon Puzzle League. Which starter we start with from the original first-gen starters. So we got, Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle. So
Wait, I thought
make
it was
sure you get your
Pikachu.
donations in. Oh, was it?
Yeah, I don't think Charmander's an option.
Oh, I thought you guys were joking. You're right. No, it is Pikachu, Bulbasaur, Squirtle. Either way. Get your votes in. Rep your favorite starter that isn't Charmander.
I do want to talk about this for a little moment. This is
Absolutely.
one of the newest
Go right
abilities
ahead.
added in. It is one of my favorites. Not only does it come with a super cool superhero track, but we've got the zip line, which lets you zip around the map by creating little line darts, and you just connect. It's just a nice chain thing, and it lets you just fly it by. These levels are really cool, and you really get a good sense of speed, and there's a lot of good optimization and routing that can go into this ability once you get used to it.
Oh yeah, for sure. A good grappling hook is always a welcome addition to any game series.
Yeah, you can even get the bottom of things, which is
Well, that's excellent.
very nice. And before you know it, we should be done this area. If there was anything more you wanted to read, because we are going to be very quickly just going to a cutscene, as I just need to grind a little bit more. But yeah, so we've got. I really like that theme too. It's just a fun superhero, like super duper. It sounds like Spider-Man. You know, they basically just made
Spider Squid.
Spider-Man music.
I mean, spiders have 8 legs, and so do octopi. So
Yes, exactly. So we'll just grab a couple more things there. And grab this one. And we need a nice little opening here. So, found a nice gold disc. Gives you some XP as well when you unlock them, which is really nice for upgrades. So that's why we collect a lot of the collectibles in the field. Also, it's nice to have, if we're going to be wandering around this field so much, might as well have some nice music playing too.
that's something Splatoon has in spades, is really nice music.
Yeah. Sometimes I can do this jump easily, sometimes I apparently forget how to play this video game, and fall to this 3 times in a row. That's okay. but we are going to be jumping over that pile of ooze. It is not that difficult when you... I'm probably overanalyzing it right at this point. You know, it's a classic thing. It's very easy to get too caught up in your own head.
This is true.
We've got lots of time.
We've got to develop an own
There we
head
go.
skip.
Do I have enough? I do have enough. I think there's something that's supposed to be here. Oh, small fry sees it. He's very helpful. He can spot things for me.
Well, that's good.
And now we get ourselves a nice little cutscene, and we get to meet some very adorable characters. These are the 3 idols for Splatoon 3, which is very unique because Splatoon 1 and 2 usually only had 2 idols. This one, we've got Fry, we've got Shiver, and we have one of the coolest additions, Big Man.
Big Man
His name
is best man.
He is the best man, and his name is, yes, Big Man. He speaks in Agent 1 loves them. I'm definitely on her side. They are adorable.
Yeah.
I cherish them all greatly. Like they're a bunch of radical rogues. They're trying so hard to be edgy right now and taunt us all. They're like, this is our treasure. There's shiny money here. We're gonna take it. You can't take it. We're not being very scared. Big Man is trying to be nice to Shiver and be like, I got scared a little bit. You did a good job being spooky. But yeah, now we get a nice moment. Nice little transitional period. There's a lot of periods where you kind of just stuck staring at things. Nice
It
scenery.
happens.
The entire sky is digital. Oh, and it looks like we already made it to the next area. So convenient.
Yeah.
Grandpa is up there, Mr. Cuttlefish, so we're going to go rescue him. Well, let's see, where is this first one? Small fry, please. Where's the loot? I don't remember exactly where it is. Small fry, you need to... Please tell me. Please help Evie. Where is it? If he won't... Oh, he found it. If he wasn't gonna help me, I could... There's a few of these that I can skip and make do without. But also, I'd rather get the ones I can because it just makes things a bit easier.
Fair.
There's one over here somewhere. Where is that? Small fry, do you see this one? I know there's one here. I put it on the map. It's like... Yeah, it's right... Small fry, please help. Thank you. I don't know why, but they're hard to shoot sometimes. Like, I hit there several times. You saw it was covered in ink, and yet the game's like, nope, you didn't hit it yet. I don't like them.
That one doesn't count.
Yeah.
Just arbitrarily.
Some of these are nicer and they're more obvious. Get that one. I think there was one up here. Oh, this one down here. That's for XP. Yeah, there we go, another record. More music. There we go. Now we can head up here. Make a fancy little jump there. And Small Fry's gonna chew on the box with us. Gives us this nice fancy sardine.
Sardines.
Sardine. I didn't have Small Fry. Also, me doing that I turned into a big fuzz. I need to jump back here. probably shouldn't have done that. That was too greedy. So let's try this again. Nice big jump.
That big
There we
fuzz
go.
animation always gets me.
It is so entertaining. You love all the idol groups. The idol groups are really well designed. Where are you?
Also, the dialogue writers on Splatoon are exceptional. Like,
Yeah.
and there's a crazy amount of dialogue in the games just because of, you know, the way that they're designed and stuff like that. You have to constantly update the dialogue and whatnot.
The world building is also like definitely one of the. This world has one of the better designed worlds out there. I would say like there's not many that can compete with it.
Truth. Also, welcome back, Sparkover.
Welcome back. You're just in. You have not missed the best parts. Let's see. Did I get all of that? So did all that. So I jump back to this, and now we're gonna do a fancy little jump here. It's a little hard to do. Let's make sure I don't get I turned fuzzy again. That's okay. Fortunately for us, you can turn as fuzzy as you want. You can become a massive furry, and it is okay. And the game will let us just kind of get by. Just break that box now. You can pick it up later. And before we actually start this fight, we've got a bunch of upgrades to do. Not a bunch, but we've got a few. We've unlocked a few XPs. We've got some sardines. And we want to quickly grab this, so we're just doing more damage.
Hey, more damage is always good.
Hey! And that should make this fight a little bit easier. This also has, this is one of my favorite tracks that were added into, or for Splatoon 3. The boss musics are just incredible. Also,
Definitely.
we get to very quickly meet up with one of the Deep Cut members again. We've got Fry here again. She wants us to join her crew. Unfortunately, we're a little too busy for that. So we're just gonna beat her up instead. Technically, that is faster. I love the fact that she's got like this flute. She's like a snake charmer but with eels. Just get out of the way of her spin, and she's going to use her attack. I can't remember what it is. I think it's here it is. We can probably just clear out. Oh, yeah, that cleared out. Perfect. Calculated. Apparently, there's like hair RNG that determines what she starts with. Like, if you pick a different small fry hairstyle, she'll open with a different attack. But the hairstyle I go with has her always do that move, so that's good.
What an interesting way of determining RNG. That's kind of wild.
Yeah. Oh, never mind. That works. And we got our super back just in time for the next phase. Because we are going to be giving her a nice good smackdown.
Right on.
So, more eels. More eels. Okay, so now our last wave, she is literally just going to throw a wall of them at us. We just smack down as many as we can and try to pick off. Where are you going? Get back here. Why would you face me like that? That's mean. Now she's dead. Well, she's not dead, but you know, that would just imagine there's like one of the story modes, you just kill the idols and then you return back, and it's like you're waiting there for the splat cast, and it's just nothing. You're like,
No, splat.
where are they? It's like, why are you asking? You killed them. Oh.
You should know more than anyone where they are. You put them there.
And I really like these poses. So we get a moment to appreciate them. Dynamic, very cool. We got some treasure. It's a very weird looking treasure, but we got it.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, it looks more like scrap to me, but
Hey, one man's scrap is another man's treasure, right?
well, there's no men here, so
That's true. One squid's scrap is another squid's treasure.
like all the characters all the characters in that current room and area all identify with female. On
That's
top
true.
of
That's
things.
true.
Let's see. Like the only man that's around right now is currently abducted, and he is old.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's cuttlefish or
Yeah. And he is currently somewhere. And we're trying to figure that out. So that wasn't him, it was in fact treasure. Do I just... I can afford to do that, right? I think I do. Yeah, I do. And then there's an X here. Small fry, can you help? Do you see it? Where are you going? Do you... No, you don't see it. What if you're... Small fry? No, you're just gonna sit? Okay, we're just gonna go somewhere else. That's probably not important treasure. So we can just take a moment. Look at all the satellites and everything.
all fries got their own agenda.
It really does. You can't blame the guy.
Yeah.
He's just happy to be around. So we're just gonna grab this one quickly. Get more power eggs. Make this as a potential checkpoint if need be, because we are going to do a very nice jump here, utilizing one of the new mechanics and abilities called squid rolls, or I could just roll off the cliff and into the ocean. That is especially worse when I am fuzzy, because, I mean, I can't swim in the first place, and now they're fuzzy, so it's just absolutely dead. There we go, second try. Am I supposed to grab that? I don't remember if I'm supposed to grab that. We're gonna grab it because it caught my attention. It's more power eggs. Might as well. So around this point, I mean, it's still, I feel like the run's been optimized pretty well, but it also feels like there's still a bit of figuring out. So I've seen a few different runs that have somewhat different strategies. I'm not going for as absolutely fast as possible. There are some safe straps. There's some stuff where I'm just trying to make sure that I'm getting through and I actually know what I'm doing. So we're going this way, and we're just gonna grab a couple of extra power eggs here, just so that we are pretty safe and secure. So this mission just has us beating up boxes. We all like busting boxes.
Let's be honest, boxes had it coming. All 6 sides of them.
Here we can get that.
You mentioned you were using some safety strats before. Is this Splatoon 3 kind of prone to soft locking, or?
Not soft locking per se. I don't think I've come across any kind of soft locks. More like,
That's good.
there are techniques that, like, they're just really hard to do, and if you try to do them and you don't know what you're doing,
you can end up sinking a lot of time into something that might not save time.
yeah, that might, like, on paper saves time, but... Oh, don't push me away! I was going there! That ends up costing more time because you're just stuck doing, dying, doing, die. So grab those eggs. We can just ignore that kettle. This is one of those situations. I can do it since we gotta come down here anyways. I can give it a shot. So we try to shoot for some extra damage there, and then we make a big jump. And if I did it right, a lot of other people would be able to make that throw. And then it opens up and you could just jump over. I fortunately have saved up eggs enough that we can just do this and I don't have to spend a half hour trying to do that.
Well, that's good.
Make all of our lives easier. And wow, now we're heading to the next area. I do, like, it's really cool. While it's kind of lame that you have to sit there in these long loading screens, especially considering once you get to the location you have shortcuts and you can jump there, it's a lot faster. You do kind of have a fun moment where you can get to breathe, and also the game's really pretty, and it's a nice chance to just, like, look and appreciate everything.
Yeah, no, definitely. It is it's a really fun to look at game. It's really, like, colorful and vibrant.
Yeah. Alright, so there's that piece. I think there's supposed to be a second piece up here. Small fry, do you think you know where it is? I'll take that as a no. Which means I'm just gonna move on. The last level I go to, before I just make a rush to get to the end stuff, has an extra thing where if I feel like I do not have enough power eggs to make it to the end, I can just do one extra thing that takes a little bit extra time, and there is a wealth of resources that comes from it.
It's true.
It's good. So we did that.
Resources, always helpful.
Yeah. Emergency resources, because... especially when you're not 100% on a track.
I can't state enough about marathon safety strats.
Let's just open this up, because I do believe I want to get up here now. Do I? Where am I going? Oh, I want that one. I mean, that just made me see that. So technically that didn't work. So now we can jump to this one. I love the name of this level. Wait, do we want to be here? No, we're trying to get over there. Let's go back over here. Just... oh, right, that's how you get there. Do that. I forgot they have this thing. It's so handy. See? Nice and easy. There's this one that we grab. More eggs. See, like, there are so many eggs in this place. Small fry, you eat that while I eat these. I don't know why he has a taste for cardboard, but I'm not gonna question it too hard. It makes my life easier.
Cardboard is high in dietary fiber, maybe. Probably not. Comments of the host are not dietary advice.
So, there is a trick where you make a really tricky jump from up there to reach a location that we're going to go to, but people have found that there's an easier route here, and you also get a sardine, which you kind of need. Oh yeah, and it's only 300, so it's significantly easier, and you don't have to do some kind of side squid roll that you need to time, like, almost perfectly, which I have done, but you land here just barely. And like, so it's very quickly become a run that has had a lot of refinement. Too fast for me, but I'm doing my best to keep up. Is that it? So we got that one. Got that one. I think there's like a few missing here that I don't know if I got. We'll just grab the CD, and we'll see if that is enough for me to get something pretty important. I think I am one short again. Yeah, I missed something.
These things happen.
Oh no, I am too short this time.
Uh-oh.
That's fine. Oh, I'm also missing a sardine. You know what? That's fine. That's fine. I've missed a lot of important boxes, but that just means that you get to see more of this boss fight, and it's a very cool thing. It doesn't make it that much more difficult.
Is this one... This upcoming boss is, jog my memory.
It's the Pursuit of the Precious.
Ah, okay.
It's a very blue stage. And we've got Shiver here. I love how Shiver looks.
Yeah, Shiver's got a great design.
Yeah. I like the design of all the idols in this one. This probably has like my favorite cast of idols.
Fair. Very fair.
Not putting the other two groups down because like...
No, of course not.
Callie and Maria are fantastic. Pearl and Marina are incredibly gay and absolutely the best.
I think my favorite screen cap from the Splatoon series is one of the like them talking before one of the polls, and then Pearl being like, "First off, I've seen the internet. I know you're more popular than me." And it's just like one of those reaction images with 1,000 views.
Oh god, yeah. So if I was able to get that shot upgrade, I would be able to get her down like almost immediately because you shoot twice as fast. It is a huge buff. But I understand the mechanics well enough that it's not that big of a deficit. And we do have our super here, which will come in very handy. Not for what you're expecting, but still incredibly useful as an ink refill.
Oh, that's...
Because the interesting thing about the supers in this one is the fact that it's always been a Splatoon thing, and it's something a lot of people forget about. And when I have played Splatoon before, there's been cases where, like, with certain abilities, I'm like, this isn't this powerful, but I'm not using it to get the power. I'm using it because I've used all my resources, and I need my resources back to beat you down. And this is especially if you don't have level 3, this is a perfect time for a scenario like that. She might got me. Nope, I dodged it.
Nice. Yeah, that's something I think a lot of folks don't think about, is kind of like that outside the box use of like abilities and supers and stuff like that in games. A lot of the time you're better off, especially in kind of like character action and games and stuff like that. There's definitely, I think everyone who's played Devil May Cry at some point has ended up in a situation where you just use Devil Trigger to stop taking damage.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I need to reset. I'm not even gonna, get a bunch of big hits in. I'm just gonna use this to not die.
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit slower, but we still got the boss down. It was still relatively straightforward and easy.
Yeah.
And she is going to reward us with the Sardanium that we need to be able to get that final upgrade. So we'll have it for the rest of the run once I equip it, which we'll do eventually.
Right on. A great fight, regardless.
Yeah.
And I will take this moment just to remind folks, real quick here, that we are raising money for Extra Life and the Children's Miracle Network Hospitals. All of our money raised during Slurpathon is going to the Alberta Children's Hospital. And a reminder that we do have a couple of bid wars coming up here. Resident Evil 2, you can choose player's outfit with the bid war, and also Pokemon Puzzle League. You can choose between Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and Pikachu. I remembered this time. As the starter. So get those donos in. Exclamation point donate in the chat to get the page.
Please donate.
Please.
Thank you.
All right.
I forgot to unlock that checkpoint.
Oh, okay. And say I definitely cut you off there. So.
No, you are fine. I am filling the air with the power of my voice.
Oh, we love to hear it.
We were exactly at 3,500. That's exciting. But now it is no longer at 3,500. But we've got a nice round number. You don't see that too often. We've got a moment to see how big the fuzz is. Also from here, you can see that. You can see all of the sights from this one pipe, which is kind of fun.
Yeah, I really love this like hub world for Splatoon 3.
Yeah.
It always gave me vibes of the not the big shell, the mother base from Metal Gear Solid 5, but it's so much easier to get around than that place. So
yeah.
It's more fun to just kind of chill out and wander around.
After that. Speaking of, I do have some very exciting news. We are done with the maps. We do not need to. We shouldn't need to Easter egg hunt anymore. Just to make sure, because I don't want to have to try to do the skip for the next big fuzzy ooze, which unfortunately costs 3,000. I am going to be doing a couple more levels, but they're more zipline levels, so they're fun and they're fast.
Awesome. Love those zipline levels.
Yeah. If people are wanting to learn more about this world and everything too, like the story mode is, honestly, with how the story mode is, I'd actually make the argument that alone is worth the price to be playing Splatoon 3. Like, you will appreciate, you'll probably enjoy it a lot.
Yeah, I mean, they've always obviously marketed Splatoon as like a competitive shooter with a really awesome, unique twist to it. But I think because of that, people kind of undersell how good the single-player content is. Now, the multiplayer content also phenomenal. I still think Splatoon 3 probably has the gold standard for like MMR-based multiplayer ranking, but man, the story mode in this game is just fantastic. Worth the price of admission alone, 100%. Agree.
Yeah. Especially if you're looking for a cool game to speedrun as well. Like, this is one of those games that I'm also sitting there being like, if I see somebody try to do like a bingo race for Splatoon 3, that is something I'm going to be very interested in, because there's so many different levels, there's so many different things you can explore and try to do. It's just very open-ended.
Yeah, it is definitely a like the design of the game world and stuff like that is really well suited to stuff like bingo races. You could do a really cool randomizer if the resources were available, of course. In this game as well. It's just a really, really cool game in general.
Yeah. 1,000. We need to be at 42, so we need about 1,800. Oh dear. I might need to do an extra level, possibly. We'll see if I can get enough here, because we need to be at 4,200, because there's the 3,000 ooze that we're at. Oh no, this should be good. I just need to do it. I just need to collect everything. But yeah, there's the 3,000 that we're at, and then there's going to be a 1,200 that we need to get to the last boss, which you'll never guess who that is. It's super big mystery. We've seen Shiver and Cry, so yeah, I wouldn't be able to guess. Would you be able to guess?
One. Do you think it's Pearl from Splatoon 2?
I think it's Bob from Bob's Burgers.
Jade, what are you doing, Jade? You're a squid now. You don't have to keep shooting me with ink. You're making a huge mess. I just marathoned all of that show like a month ago, so I've got Bob's Burgers on the mind.
Oh jeez. Oh, yeah, I'm pretty bad with that. That's okay. Death is natural. If I've learned anything from Celeste, it's death is natural.
I mean, to be fair, you're probably gonna have a few less deaths in Splatoon than Celeste.
Yeah.
Although Celeste is one of those games. Because someone beats Celeste with less than 1,000 deaths, and I'm like, that's incredible.
Yeah.
That game is so freaking hard.
It is brutal. There. We'll pick up this key because this will ensure that we do have enough, because behind this little door is a whole treasure mine of eggs.
Ooh.
So taking the time to beat up that one thing. Yeah, oh no, oh! That, yeah, I think that perfectly put us over, because we were at 2609. We're getting 1600 here. That puts us at 4209. We are 9 power eggs. I think that death actually was needed. So that wasn't a mistake. That was calculated.
I have seen world records get set because a death was taken earlier in the run that they weren't counting on. And it changed something.
But
you know, so. Agent
1 is a doll, and she was just there with 100 eggs, so that completely defeats the purpose of that.
The narrative has been changed yet again.
She's just like, by the way, I had 100 eggs, so you didn't need to stress that hard. I didn't need to... The death wasn't needed, but I still need to get to the end there.
Yeah, yeah.
So we were just gonna say hi to her and thank her for helping out. We're not proud enough to be like, to refuse the eggs that we don't really need, because we need to look tough. Oh, there's another one there. That probably could have been.
Gone eggs.
There. Oh, can we get this? Oh, we are too short still. That is a concern. Let me see. If we jump back here, maybe we can find... Oh, that was an upgrade point. So that one that I passed by might be enough. Let's see what's in it. You get XP for opening these? No. You get a little bit for, like... We're just gonna go through the pipe again. It's not that big of a hassle.
Sure.
We do get a good question, though, which... I guess everybody just traveled via pipe? Small fry, do you see any loot? Are you just following loot, or are you about to jump off? No, you're just gonna... Okay, you're enjoying the scene. We just need one level. Ah, perfect. There we go. Now we can perfectly afford this.
Awesome.
Improvisation at its finest.
There you go. Backup strats.
And yeah, that's definitely... It's not mandatory, but better shot fire rate is very beneficial for especially a fight like this where you're going to be seeing a lot of things. Anybody who's played Super Mario Sunshine and got to the hotel stage, they might be in for an exciting surprise if they have yet to see or play Splatoon 3. Because, yeah, you'll see in just a moment. Big Man also this looks like a basketball field. This whole stage, it looks like somewhere you'd play basketball. Look how happy he is. He's so excited. Now he isn't, but you know.
He was.
He's got noble causes.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna be fighting the Super Mario Sunshine boss.
I do see the resemblance.
We do fortunately have a tracking ability that, while working our way towards the faster gun rate, we also picked up. So you'll be able to tell which one is the real Big Man and which one isn't, based on if the marker is yellow or red. And that is going. He does have a predictable pattern on how he splits off. I do not know what that pattern is because I have not ran this stage enough. But I could just duck down and be like, oh, this one. Duck down. This one. And then there'll be enough that you can kind of do that. We've got our super back. Much like on Shiver, it's kind of hard and not very effective on this fight. So if we are going to be using the super, it is probably going to be to save our bacon or give us a refuel on ink. If things go well, we probably won't even need to use it though, as long as I'm on top of Big Man. Torpedoes, we just want to break those. That rushing one is horrendous. It has the ability to... It has enough knockback that if it hits you, you can just, like... get immediately pushed off the stage and die. And it is incredibly frustrating. I've had a few practice attempts where it's like, I start the fight, one of them splits off, and I'm taking it a little too long, and I just get side blinded by one of those, and then I just fly off the map. I'm like, okay. But yeah, Big Man had a big blast.
Good fight.
Good fight. And we get the last piece of the puzzle, or the treasure. Last treasure.
It is kind of wild how Super Mario Sunshine like the game is, despite the fact that the creators have gone on record saying it's like incidental, the resemblance.
I'm pretty sure Big Man was intentional. That's what the
Big Man's
case.
100% intentional. Yeah, no, there's no doubt there. I think like the original Splatoon was just, it was...
Yeah. Yeah, it was so similar to start off with, and then... Alright, so we do have we do have a good collection of cutscenes. I am gonna try to do a skip. There's not much to describe about it, it's just kind of precise. And if I don't manage to do that, there's more cutscenes, so if you want to take a moment to read anything out...
I don't... Let me see here.
Can you solve the puzzle? I don't think I can, Smarko. Fortunately, Agent 1 and Agent 2 are very smart. They will solve the puzzle.
We put our trust in Agent 1 and Agent 2. So, I think I'd go ahead and say that, you know, the funds that we're raising today during this, well, today and tomorrow, and the whole Slurpathon, go to the Alberta Children's Hospital as unrestricted funds, which means the hospital decides exactly how that money gets spent. That ensures it always make the biggest impact possible. It's not getting tied up in weird bureaucratic stuff. It's not getting like, mishandled or being put in a fund that doesn't do anything. It goes to the people who need it the most, which is awesome. And we have some pretty great incentives. Still looking for bids for Claire's outfit for Resident Evil 2, which is the next run, as well as the starter for Pokemon Puzzle League, of which it is Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and Pikachu. So come on, get those donations in, folks. I believe in you.
Let's go donations! So we just had a cool construction montage. There's going to be another cutscene that would be them giving the treasure to Shiver, Fry, and the Big Man. But if we can do this right, we'd rather not see it. It takes time. Now, I mean, it also takes time to fall into the ocean and drown, so, you know. But I kind of like this trick. It's, like, very precise. But... Nope. This one I can definitely do. It takes, like... Even if it takes a few tries, at worst, it's going to take about as long as the cutscene would take.
Fair enough.
There we go. And a very precise jump lets us go right around. No cutscene. And look, Fry's here all of a sudden. Thanks for joining us, Fry.
Cutscene, trigger skips, you love to see it.
By the way, they now work for Agent 1 and Agent 2.
Yay.
You don't need to know the details. They don't.
If you want to know the details, my recommendation would be to buy and then play Splatoon.
That's a good point. If you want to see that one thing, that is a great way to do so.
I'm sure there's no other way of seeing it.
Yeah.
But also, you get the benefit of getting to own and play Splatoon 3.
Yeah. I didn't realize that they eliminated Small Fry. Like a bunch of jerks.
Hey.
Hey! Oh, they got him very quickly there. We're just gonna wait until Small Fry returns to life, and then he can blow up. I don't know why I grabbed that. That was a force of habit. These eggs are now literally useless. Because we're on the final thing. So, as you can see, we have no guns, so Small Fry is going to carry pretty hard for this level. Which is okay, because Small Fry is very strong and very hungry. And he can absolutely carry through the power of his massive chompers. Right, maze. Which way do we go? We go down this way, and then I am getting lost very easily. That's okay.
These things happen.
When do I not get lost? There we go.
We get some A's in the chat for Big Man.
Can we please? Big Man needs all of the A's. Hey!
Hey, that's not what we meant.
Hey.
Okay, I mean, this is fine.
Close enough, you know what.
We'll accept all A's. We don't discriminate. So how's it going, Dead Man? Good seeing you.
Good old friend. Hey, sign is not an A. We'll accept A, but we're not accepting sign. Okay, well, now I've just made everybody start sighing, so...
I think that's A like 8 without the T.
bear. Alright, so I am going to give Skip a go. If I can land it, it will save us an immense amount of time. But I have not successfully done it yet. It looks very weird. If we could do it partially, at least, then you can kind of see what it looks like and get your laughs out at least that way. But we just want to squid roll up here and just use that momentum to like ascend for like a long period of time. I want at least one good looking one. Game. I know you're not intended for this, but this is what we're doing. Please let me look funny at least once. I'm not even going like partial now. I'm doing something. I mean, I'm doing it wrong generally, but you know.
No, you got this.
You see. I just want one. One funny looking one.
That was pretty funny.
Okay, I'll give 5 more tries. 5 more tries.
Okay.
1. Wow, they're really not working. 3. Yeah, they're not even. They are stopping very early. That one didn't count. That didn't even turn into a roll.
There wasn't like a patch or something, was there?
Not within the last 20 minutes, no. Alright, well, it was fun to try. It looks funny to watch the cephalopod, like, roll upwards. But on the plus side, we get to see me just blast baddies away with supers.
Man, who doesn't love to see that?
You have no idea what to pick if the bid war gets no bids. Well, the solution to that is somebody donates.
Yeah, I'm confident someone will donate. Plus remember that in Resident Evil 2, you can change the outfit on the fly, which means that we can keep that bid war open during the game. And donators can arbitrarily change the clothes player's wearing in the middle of a nightmare scenario. So.
So while we didn't get a quick through, we do get a just bully everything with super, so the upside is we get to vent our frustrations and just destroy everything. The first time I played through this part on the casual playthrough, I whiffed at least half of these supers. Don't ask how, it was all very embarrassing and dumb.
I do like it when a game lets you just kind of go wild with your super moves near the end, just to like vent, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Actually, Resident Evil 2 is a pretty good example of that, where they're like, you got one more boss, but you know what? Here's a minigun, or a rocket launcher or something, and you're like, oh, okay.
Oh, stay. What do you just... Wow. These bombs won't land. Here, you eat them. We've got this power up here, but it's slow. It's funnier to watch them get consumed. And probably a little bit faster.
Oh, yeah, there we go. How shocking. Yes, Shiver. How shocking.
So shocked. Such shock. Why would you dodge? That's cheating. You can eat that thing. Breaks him. and now they're dead. And it rewards us with another crab. We don't really have a purpose for this one, but, you know, it's there. We'll make a use for it. Or we'll just hold on to it for its peace.
Sometimes crabs are their own reward.
You can eat that one. It's okay. He's like an okay shot, but he's not that great. That sniper tries. We appreciate the effort.
I was gonna say, that's the sniper who got in just off of, like, they put in the hours.
Yeah.
It didn't show a lot of progress, but they put in the hours. It would be rude not to give them a job sniping.
Yeah. We do also get more cutscenes and discussions and interactions there. So that one, and this is the big one that would have been really nice to skip. Because we've got a very fantastic thing that all speedrunners absolutely love. It's an auto-scroller!
Yeah. My favorite. I like it when it auto-scrolls.
Yeah. So we're just gonna play ourselves, make sure we have our supers. I'll probably make one of those awkward coughs. Enemy switch on. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say on the topic of auto-scrollers, what's your favorite auto-scroller? If you have one.
I don't remember most of them. Not anything, again, as much as I said a speedrunner's least favorite thing, I don't have anything truly against auto-scrollers, but...
They are slow. I do like what Sparko said, imagine the cumbersome task of moving yourself is lifted. Actually, my favorite auto-scroller in the history of games is the factory level in Titanfall 2. In part because you can do all sorts of like movement tech to get ahead and get onto the next section of the auto-scroller before the like, you could just wait on one platform and then like move around it as it goes through obstacles. Or you can go around and do all this movement and catch up to another platform and hop onto the next one, and it's also pretty cool. You're on like it's like a prefabricated house being built around you. It's just a really neat stage.
That is kind of cool.
Yeah. That's another really incredible speed game. I tried to learn it, and then I downloaded the FAQ document, and it was like 270 pages, and I was like, this might be harder than I was expecting.
Yeah, that sounds a little different.
It had like a multi-page glossary. I was like, this might be more than I can commit to. The nice thing about Splatoon... Oh, sorry, go on.
Oh, no, you go ahead.
No, please, I insist.
I was just gonna say, it's nice that they're telling me where they're dropping, so I can just stand there and stare at them and shoot them in the face as they land.
That is nice. Let's say part of what makes Splatoon so fun and such a natural speed game is just how satisfying and fast the movement is.
Yeah. Like, it doesn't get as wild as, like, say, Celeste. You can't, like, hyper-accelerate to, like, Mach 7, but... You do get the zoomies, and you get some nice momentum, and you can kind of just fly about, and it's very entertaining and delightful.
Totally. I mean, even in Smash Bros, playing as an Inkling, even with the very, like, rudimentary version of the Inkling movement in that game, it's really hype.
Yeah. Alright, we are blessed with control of our movement again, so we can things we get to pick up again, and we instead of feeling like we have to kill everything, we can do the much more fun thing, which is like terrify them for 3 seconds. If they happen to be in our line of fire, you shoot at them, but otherwise you just keep moving and they don't exist.
Fair enough.
My firepower is so high they're dying anyways, but I'm not. I promise you, I am not trying to kill them.
It's the old Lisa/Bart Simpson method of I'm just gonna walk forward like this, and if you kill, it's your fault.
They gave us a nice crap power to handle this. I'm gonna use the ultimate power, which is just walk away from the problem. If you pretend the problem isn't there, it can't hurt you. They're like, do you want another power fantasy moment? I'm like, no.
Power fantasy? No, I'll take an escape fantasy.
I'll just leave. I'm not interested in what you're offering today, sir. Thank you.
You know what? This is weird. I'm out.
This whole scenario is very weird. The idea of a fuzzy ooze is so strange.
I do kind of love the idea of it though, where it's like, well, it's a world where everyone's like sea creature adjacent, you know?
Yes.
So what's weird and uncomfortable for sea creatures? Fuzziness, I guess.
I mean, the plot as to why when we get there is also very entertaining, so...
So.
These poor snipers, they're trying their hardest. I'm just gonna walk past him. He doesn't deserve anything.
Just as you go by, just spray them with enough ink to spell out the words like needs improvement. or like you tried. And then like not a smiley face, but not a frowny face, like a neutral face.
Alright, so there's one more skip I can try to do. This is probably like, with my current experience and knowledge of the trick, it is a 1% chance of landing. But that's okay. Worst case scenario, I don't do it, I just have to play the video game that I am enjoying. Okay, so next we need to get here. And then, where are the... Okay, so it moves like... So I think we need to aim... Damn it! Or dang it. So basically I would need to release that... Oh, I should have jumped. Oh, that's why. Okay, yeah, so that's why I said 1%. Not working. So now we just have to play the video game normally.
That's always such a weird thing to see in like a speedrun guide, and they're just like, and then you play the game normally. There's nothing you can do here. Just play the video game.
Flip out of bounds or play the game like a normal person. Those are your options.
I was learning Sekiro. I remember at one point I was like, okay, so I know the cheese is for this boss. What's the cheese for this boss? And someone was like, you just beat them. You play the game normally. And I'm like, oh, I'm bad at the game.
I think I did something wrong. Yep, and now I definitely did something wrong there. Imagine a game that the biggest threat is you turn into a furry. That's Splatoon 3. Or we could do that. I remember knowing the exact route, but I'm trying to follow that route, and apparently I don't remember it. This is one of the parts I have, I will be completely honest, and I unfortunately do not remember exactly what happened.
That's also a thing that can happen when you're doing speed games and you miss the trick. It has literally happened during my near run, where it's like, oh, I scuffed that. I guess now I have to play it normally? What's normally? What do you do in that? It's been a long time since I played this game normally, you know what I mean?
Oh, right, we do this. Watch that. And, yeah, this lines up. Move that line down.
Oh yeah, there
That
you go.
was close for comfort. Oh, I think that's what it wanted us to do before. Well, we did it. Good job, team.
We managed to avoid drowning. Good job.
We've got one more to do, and then we get to go to the very exciting parts.
Nice.
The part we all love. The part that anybody who knows what's going on knows what's coming up and is going to be like, it's so fun.
True.
Oh, the sniper has an easier time because I'm actually staying still at moments. That's cheating.
It's his lucky day. This is the one good sniper they have. This sniper's the hard carry.
Never mind. He tried. Oh, oh. Oh, there was armor here. I would have been fine if I just wore the armor. Oh well.
It's fine. It's gonna be fine.
No, the whole... First try, let's go!
Yeah, let's try.
And now, I don't know why they get rid of the zip line, because the next part is like, I would love the zip line here. I mean, they clearly want you to listen to the cutscene. It's a cool cutscene.
This is my one of my few beefs with this game's story mode, is them taking away the zip line, because...
Oh look, I leveled up! Nice!
Hey, there you go.
I can use that upgrade later. But yeah.
Let's all upgrade our donations.
I think donation. Look, we could put the upgrade to donations. Can we?
See, speaking of, we do have a donation. Avatar, thank you for $10. Donates with the message, "I've got you, Brofire. We're going tank top." So that's $10 towards the tank top costume for Resident Evil 2.
Yay!
Thank you, Avatar. Appreciate you.
And look, it's Grandpa. We're good. He's saved.
Yay!
Now everybody, it's time for bears! Everybody, share your bears in chat! The one bear in all of Splatoon. Mr. Grizz. Unfortunately, he is a massive capitalist, but, you know.
Well, nobody's perfect.
As an American-ish theme plays as the corporate bear flies off on his rocket ship into space. You know, typical stuff you see on a Saturday evening. Yeah.
It's true. It's true. I just want some sort of mashup between him and Mr. Grizz and Senator Armstrong from Metal Gear Rising. I feel like it's the same energy.
Oh, that would be great. But yeah, that was it for him. We're not going to see him again either. That's the end of that.
I'm calling him Armageddon. PR doesn't like him for that line. That's so good.
There's so many good quips in this.
Nature Armstrong from FMA, that would also work.
Well, look, he's still alive.
Oh, he's rehydrating.
A single tear brought life back to him. Spoilers, by the way. If you didn't want to get spoiled by Splatoon 3. Yeah, we are... Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, just you're okay-ish.
Yeah. Yeah, we are now fast approaching the big finale. This is like... We've got some of the best moments here. It's just fun.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing too fancy for speedrunning anymore, but like everything here is just a spectacle. And it's like, I'll probably have things to say, but this really just speaks for itself.
You're not wrong. The end of this game reminds me of the end of the Wonderful 101, which if you haven't played it, that's a great game that was also sort of on the Wii U. But just like insane spectacle ending. Just real good. Like, is this a Sharknado? Maybe. Yes.
Sometimes. But in a good way.
More of a squidnado. Cephalopodnado.
Eelnado.
Eelnado.
Look, it's him! It's the big fuzzy bear! With ooze on him. Alright, so anybody who's played the salmon run part of Splatoon would be familiar with these things. They are just giant eggs. Big. They're the same as power eggs in this context, but they have a different purpose in the other one normally, but they're fine. Same purpose, same goal. It allows our small fry to eat the bear. What a big boy. He is such a big boy.
He is a certified chonker.
Absolute chonk.
In awe at the size of this lad. Absolute unit.
If we do this next part fast and effectively, we can see him rolling, which, Sparkle, I'm sure you would love to see the giant bear rolling this rocket ship. So let's try to do this nice and clean. Oh yeah, you can actually see him from the corner there. Look at him rolling the rocket ship. Like a bear does.
As bears are wont to do.
He likes to spin. You can't blame the man.
He likes to spin.
I walked too I walked too close to the fuzz!
Oh no.
Well, we're gonna watch him spin again.
The fuzzy version of Icarus. Wait, Icarus. There we go.
Wow, okay, so now I'm rushing things.
That's okay.
It's...
Take your
I'm
breath.
excited. I
You're
want to watch the bear roll.
That's understandable. That's understandable. You're still quite a bit below
Yeah.
your estimate. So you got this.
Yeah. Let's just stay up here. Gives us a better vantage view. We can just roll up. See the bear rolling. Really got to appreciate it this time.
There is no need to be upset there.
Oh, okay, I see what I'm doing. It's like he's reeling back to do another attack. I'm like, oh no, he's getting out of my range, so I walk further.
Yeah, which is a bridge too far, as it were.
Yeah, a little too much. It's a little too much.
Yeah, fluff too far.
Well, we're not getting enough of him rolling, so just bear. This we can. Oh, you can't climb up there. This is too low. There we go. There we go. That's better. I just needed to be faster.
Hey.
The corporate bear, he's more yellow. he's a yellow bear soon. And now
It's a growth industry.
it is a growth industry. he just keeps getting bigger.
The bear will continue to grow until profits improve.
I don't like this jump glitch. That one always tickles my anxiety because it's so tight.
There.
Carefully walk around about until we see the path open up again. We need to see that big fuzzy tiny.
I used to dance under the name Big Fuzzy.
It's a good dance name. Oh, he scrim. He scrim. He killed Small Fry.
How dare you?
Don't worry, Small Fry is back and is now eating him again.
Fantastic. You love to see it.
There we go. Delicious. Delicious bear. Look, he's so sad about it. He's so heartbroken. He's been nommed on 3 times by a little fishy.
Hey, he's a bear. He's not used to it going the other way.
Yeah, no. It is a... So he's going to rage a bit, and the entire rocket ship explodes. And then things just get cooler. God, I love this moment so much. I'm just gonna let this kind of just play out. I don't have much to add.
You know when time is on the run?
Time is the next time we get like a proper. There's gonna be a little bit of text that says, "Do this thing," and once that text disappears, that's time.
Awesome. Octavio.
Ah!
We didn't even have to wait for the sequel.
Nope. Was there anything else you were, did anything else come out in, or is there anything else you wanted to read?
Let me check. Nothing's come in, but I will give folks a quick reminder here that this is Slurpathon 2022, raising money for Extra Life. And all of our money is going to the Children's Miracle Network hospitals. Specifically for us, the Alberta Children's Hospital. It's all unrestricted funds. The hospital can use it however they like. Whatever. They ensure that the money goes where it's needed most. We still have time for picking the Resident Evil 2 costume. Tank Top is in the lead with $10. So if anyone wants to knock that out of the lead, it should not be difficult. And also the Puzzle League starter Pokemon between Bulbasaur, Pikachu, and Squirtle is still up. Now let's enjoy the end of Splatoon 3.
Indeed. And we are at the end of Splatoon 3. There's no better way to end this than Kaiju Battle in Space. You just... I don't know how to explain. It's just amazing. And we finally get the title drop. Finally, we get the title drop for what we've been doing this whole time. But yeah.
In my head, I thought you meant this is the title drop for Splatoon 3, and then Agent 1 is going to be like, surely they were the Splatoon 3.
But yeah, so we're gonna enjoy some very sick beats. A giant, two giant beings beating each other up for a little bit. Small Fry is now Huge Fry. Very big, very angry, very hungry. Just gonna... Oh. Be bad. And we're just gonna find our way in, and we've got more bricks of zoos. We just wanna clean those up. This one's always the annoying one. I don't like this one because it is right by its arcade, and as you can see, Small Fry is trying to help, but Huge Fry and Mr. Grizz both kind of duking it out means it's hard to clean that one. They were the 3 tunes of Splat, yes. That is bully.
You got this, Mileve.
A bit more damage. There we go. Gives them the chance to paint this a little bit more too, because I am trying to turn it around. Almost there. We just got a couple more exchanges. We got... we should have this done in the next 90 seconds.
Nice. Still well under estimate.
Oh, wow. There, got that. Yeah, we're making good on time. Very nice. Right there. Good splash down. And oh look, he's been struggling a lot with Huge Fry. Huge Fry's gonna leave. Thank you for the help. Just gonna feed Lazy Beast to peace now. The bear needs to be washed. He is
That's
a
true.
dirty bear. We are washing him. And we are now about to hit. That is time.
Awesome. GG's.
Time. There we go. Look at him. Look at him. He has been defeated. And yeah, that is Splatoon 3. It is incredibly wonderful game. We skipped like 90% of this game. Story mode. There's so much. There's a lot of cool lore. If you thought any of this looked cool, oh, that is a huge explosion. I strongly encourage, like, pick this game up. See it go on sale. It'll go on sale eventually. Pick it up then. They will be getting continual content. Speedruns are probably only going to get more insane, so keep an eye out on those from others.
Yeah, I mean, the speedrun's already pretty crazy, and the game's only been out for, what, like a month?
Yeah, it's like maybe a month and a half old at most. Get the little
Yeah.
small fry bean.
Oh. Thank you for your service, Small Fry.
Yes. Thank you for the giant kaiju battle.
Yes.
I lost it the first time I saw that. But yeah.
Same. All right. Any closing remarks?
I mean, it's a good game. I love it.
Thank you. I was gonna say,
I-
after you just gave closing remarks, I don't know what I was going for.
Allow me to introduce my OCs.
All right. Well, let me see. So I was just checking to see where we're at for Resident Evil 2 stuff, because I am no longer hosting. I don't think. I'll be passing that on to someone. I am very prepared. But yes, up next is Resident Evil 2. And the host for that will be... Oh, Sparkover. So, whenever you have a chance, we will throw it over to Sparko. And... Yes, thanks again for an incredible run, Mileve. This was rad.
It was super fun. Thank you all for joining me.
Always a pleasure.
Here's to more great games that are coming down the pipeline in this thing. Good luck to everybody else. Thank you all for watching and donating. Please continue to donate. More money equals more happiness for what we're trying to do here.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. We'll be back real soon with Resident Evil 2.